Hey friends, Mindfulness with Miss Lisa here. I want to talk a little bit today about habits. Habits. What does that have to do with mindfulness? Well, habits are hard to learn. Habits are easy to learn. Habits are hard to break. Habits are easy to break, right? Depending on what kind of habits they are. Having positive habits, which support your body, your mind, your soul, may support you in becoming more aware, may support you in becoming more mindful. Yeah? If you become more aware, you notice more things around you, right? So, having negative habits, I am guilty of negative habits as well. I am a human, don't forget, just like all of us. But they may keep you in a mindset of anxiety, sadness, hopelessness, anger, not to mention the debilitating physical effects that they can have on you. They can weaken your immune system. And right now in the world, we are being weakened every day. If you're someone that cares about what's going on in the world, you may not be. You may be living under a rock. You might not know what's going on. You might not know that we're in a war. So, who knows? But these maladies that weaken your immune system can cause high blood pressure, stress, sleeplessness, anxiety. And I am a firm believer in you are what you think. You become what you think. You have a hard heart, you become heart-hardened. Open heart, open-hearted, right? Do we have stressors in our life? Absolutely. The goal is to figure out the tools to help you deal with the stressors. When we think positively, we get positive outcomes. When we think negatively, we get negative outcomes, right? How many times have you done something and you're like, oh, Lisa, that is so ridiculous. You wouldn't say that to another friend, probably. Well, you might. But when we beat ourselves up by negative self-talk, it promotes negative thinking. We are humans. We make mistakes. When we keep making them over and over, then we have to be held accountable, right? If your life is working for you, if your life in this moment is working for you, and you have peace, love, serenity, freedom, prosperity every single second of every day, wow, call me. Private message me. I want to know how you're doing it because I don't have it every single day. And to be clear, when I say prosperity, I'm not talking about the great American buck, which, by the way, some people, especially the administration that runs this country, might think that that's the most important thing, is to have a lot of money. Well, it's not. Money helps. Yeah, we all know that. But that I'm talking about thriving in the areas with a fullness and richness that result in a great, abundant, prosperous life because of the way you think, the way you live. Walk the walk, right? And we need money. Look, we're an economic nation. We're an economic world. We need cash. We need that to make the world go around. Or maybe we don't. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be a thing of the past as well in the near future. Who knows? But emotional prosperity, relational prosperity, spiritual prosperity, intellectual prosperity, physical prosperity, creative prosperity, time prosperity, community prosperity are all types of prosperity, it's a lot to say, that can lead to abundance. Prosperity comes from within. It isn't measured in what I have. Integrity, moral compass. It's measured in what surrounds me, what brings me joy, what I can do to show up for my family, my friends, my community. Is laughter abundant in your life? I don't mean just when you're drinking, shit-faced. Like, can you look at something and just be, this is hysterical? Or laugh at yourself? That's good too. When that's abundant, when gratitude is abundant, when you're living authentically and not behind some bullshit thing that you want the public to see, the mask that you need the public to see. Yeah, that's prosperity. That is a gift. When you become more aware, the gifts keep coming. Even in the worst of days, the gifts keep coming. It's painful for sure when we have to look at our own flaws. They've accompanied us. Some of them have worked for us to get what we need in life. You know, who wants to look at their flaws? We may have used them and realized that's not okay to do, and then we make an amends for that, you know. We don't have good role models right now, though, in the world that are supposed to take care of us. Without finding out what your flaws are or pushing them down, keeps you living in the negative, victimized, and self-destructive mindset. There's a lot of darkness. Find the light. The light is all around us in the little things when we find gratitude. Make some good habits. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your community. And take a pause. Thank you for letting me share my experience. Please like, share, go to my Mindfulness with Miss Lisa page on Instagram and Facebook, and have a great day. Take good care.